Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Roger here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the top 5 decks for completing the 20 win challenge in Clash Royale. Before I begin this video, I just want to say no, I have not finished the 20 win challenge. What do you think? I am a pro? I am not a pro player, guys. I am just a YouTuber, a guy who follows the community, and I'm trying to get into the competitive scene and the pro scene, but I am not actually there yet. These are just 5 of the top decks that I've seen a lot of pro players using to get 20 wins in the challenge, and these are the decks that I'm going to be running as well if you guys were curious. I'm going to be trying out all 5 of these decks and seeing which one I like the best. And then I'll see if I can get anywhere above 12 wins. That's all I'm really aiming for, guys. More than 12 wins in this challenge. I'm not trying to get 20, let's be real here. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the top 5 decks for completing the 20 win challenge in Clash Royale.
Hold up.
The first deck on the list is Hog Nada with the Rocket. This is one of the most defensive decks and most well-rounded decks in the game. The defense on this deck is able to defend basically any push with just the Executioner and Tornado. The Rocket is there for extra damage if you're not able to get your Hog Rider through, and it's also a very great defensive option as well. This deck is super well-rounded, and I've seen quite a few pros actually getting 20 wins with it, so maybe you guys should give it a try yourself. I'm definitely going to try it. Who knows if I'll get 20 wins, I'll probably end up getting like, 10, but let's see. The number 2 deck on the list is going to be Golem Cycle. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Golem Cycle, but I definitely didn't hear about it until yesterday. This deck is amazing. Surgical Goblin and quite a few other people, even non-pro players, were able to squeak out 20 wins using the deck, and it's pretty freaking OP. The deck has a lot of great defensive capabilities with the Tornado and Rocket combination, as well as that Night Witch that is still so freaking good behind the Golem on offense. This deck is so well-rounded. I highly suggest you guys try it out. I'm going to be doing it myself. I actually hopped into a battle with it earlier. All these battles on screen are actually of me playing, so I did win with it. I did okay, but it's not really my cup of tea, but I'll try it out anyway and see how I do with it. Maybe I can get 20 wins, maybe not. We'll see though. The number 3 deck on this list is Logbait, which is one of the strongest decks ever in the game, if not the very strongest. This deck is so good at getting 20 wins that some people have even gotten like 4 or 5 20 wins in a row with this deck. I'm not even kidding, guys. Logbait is that good right now. This deck is able to shut down basically every single other deck on this list if you play it right, and there's basically nothing that can stop you, even a triple spell deck. I really don't need to talk too much about Logbait, you guys know how it rolls. It's definitely my strongest deck, so I'm going to be focusing on this deck the most out of these decks, but we'll see how it goes if I have luck with it or not. I will keep you guys tuned in the next video. Next up on the list is P.E.K.K.A. Battle Ram. So this is actually a replay of me playing against somebody who is actually pretty freaking high on trophies. This guy had 19 wins. Now I was about to say 20. He had 19 wins on his profile. So the fact that I was able to beat him made me think that maybe I can get 19 wins using this deck as well. Who the heck knows? I did technically counter him since I had the P.E.K.K.A. which kills the Mega Knight and the Hog Rider, but at the same time he does, this deck is actually really strong. The Mega Knight Hog Rider deck, that deck is known for beating P.E.K.K.A. decks just because it has the Inferno Dragon, and sometimes you're able to get that sneaky Inferno Dragon in there to kill the P.E.K.K.A. and allow your troops to get lots of damage. Anyway, that's not the point of the deck, or I'm not talking about that deck. I'm talking about the P.E.K.K.A. Battle Ram deck. This deck is actually pretty strong. I saw it on Royal Rare's Twitter. He got 20 wins with it, 0 losses right off the gate. So I was like, dang, might as well try it. So far, I've had luck with it. Out of all the decks so far, I've actually had the most luck with this deck, believe it or not. So I'm going to be focusing on this deck as well. I keep saying I'm going to focus on these decks, but I really am, guys. I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to try to do like 100 battles or something ridiculous like that within the next day or so. So I'll keep you guys updated. I will try my very best to get 20 wins. Out of all the decks, this is the dirtiest. Coming in at number 5 is the X-Bow Cycle deck. There are 2 variants of this deck, one with the pump and one with the fireball. Depends on which one you want to use. I'm more of a fan of the pump deck just because it's a lot better against Logbait, since you can bait out a rocket onto the pump or the X-Bow, and there's no way they can really rocket your tower or get damage since you have the log for their barrel. You're just able to defend very well against Logbait and a bunch of other archetypes as well. However, this deck does struggle very, very much against a lot of beatdown decks like Lava Hound number 1 and number 2 Golem. If they stack up a huge push, there's almost nothing you can do about it. The X-Bow isn't very strong, but the Tesla can come in handy against beatdown decks, so keep that in mind. It's not a completely lost cause. I've been able to squeak out some wins against some Golem decks with this deck, so it isn't impossible, especially that new deck that I just showed you guys, that new Golem deck without the pump. If you guys build up an Elixir advantage, you're going to have basically no problem. They're going to drop a Golem for your X-Bow, but your Tesla and all of your other units are going to shred it, and it's going to be a good day for you. If you guys do play the pump variation, make sure that you guys keep that Elixir lead rolling. That's basically the only tip I can give you for that. I'm not a very good X-Bow player, but that does it for this video, guys. There is 5 decks that you guys can use to, you know, get 12 wins. Or why do I keep saying 12? 20 wins. Go ahead and give those decks a try. Tell me how well you do in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later. I wanted to keep this video sweet and short for you guys because I know you don't want to watch a 10-minute video just, you know, just explaining or giving you guys 5 different decks. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Peace out.